Yes.
All right. Well then, Rose and Jason, I welcome you and your witnesses and your guests from wherever they may be. And by my count, we've got at least 3 different continents going on, if not more, and probably a half dozen countries all over the world. And Australia is about as far as I can go. If you keep going from Utah to Australia, you start coming back home. And so I welcome you all to the historic courthouse here in Utah County in the city of Provo. By joining me by remote appearance, your marriage will be solemnized under and legally bound by the laws of the state of Utah. And I also want to point out that we are able to gather in this fashion because of the miracles of modern technology and communications and computers. And these are powerful tools that bring people together. But don't you ever lose sight, Rose and Jason, of the fact that the most powerful thing that will bring you together is the love that you have for one another. That love will always bring you together, even and most especially when it seems like there are forces beyond your control that are keeping you apart. Just also want to mention that it's a brave thing to go out on the adventure of life. Sometimes life gets to be fun and exciting. So I encourage you to bring your very best friend, so you've got someone to share all of the good times together with. But it doesn't take much for the adventure of life to turn difficult and challenging. You better also bring along the person that you trust the most, so you have someone to rely on during the hard times. For these and 100 other reasons, it is good that you have found one another and chosen one another as companions on the adventure of life. Well, that's enough from me. So the question is, Jason L. Scott, do you willingly take Rosario Española Guindap as your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Rosario Española Guindap, do you willingly take Jason L. Scott as your legally and lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Excellent. Here's what I'm going to ask each of you to do now. Take out your ring and just hold it up to the camera so we can all see your wedding ring for a second. First thing we're going to do is look at the shape of those rings. Notice that they have no beginning and they have no end. That's what makes them the perfect symbol of the love that a married couple has for one another. Now, this is kind of unique. Hold your ring in such a way that when you look through your ring, you see the face of the person that you love inside that ring. You don't get to put them on each other's fingers today, but you are now looking at the person that you love inside the symbol of your love. Now go ahead and place the ring on your own finger, and you will wear that ring as a reminder to yourself and a symbol to the rest of the world that today you have promised your everlasting love to one another. All right, Jason, I'll ask you to go first. Share the vows you have prepared with your beautiful bride.
When I first tried to write down all the things that I wanted to say, I realized that it would be too long and still not say everything I want to. I'm so proud and happy that we started as friends. It was months of chatting before we met in person. I visited you as a friend with a promise, and I stay true to that. I promise to always treat you with respect and as an equal. I was so content and at peace when I was with you, and that was every hour of every day. I felt comfortable being who I am, and I wanted to know the real you. I was so happy when our love grew together slowly. And I will be with you through good days and bad. I think of you every day since we've been apart. And if I were to plant a flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk in my garden forever. And now, together, we will make the rest of our lives the best of our lives. I love you, Rose.
And now, Rose, it is your turn to share the vows you have prepared with your handsome groom.
The love we possess is genuine and true. This I believe with all my heart. So in the presence of our family and friends, I promise to be your best friend, lover, an avid fan, especially in believing that low carb and carnivore diet is the best for both of us. To be yourself always, so the right people will love the real you, and to create a life that feels good in the inside, and to make the rest of our life the best of our life. To be your faithful wife in good times and in bad, as well as in sorrow and happiness. I promise to love you unconditionally, to honor, cherish, and respect you, to support you in your goals, to grow old with you, and to always listen and compromise. The communication thing that we always talk about as we go through our journey together. I love you, Jason Scott. I can't wait to do life with you.
Beautiful. All right. Jose, did you hear these two say they want to marry each other?
I do. Yeah, I hear it clearly
All
and
right.
loud.
And same question to Cyril. You also heard them?
Yes, I did.
All right. That means there's only one thing left to say. It's my line, and it goes like this. By virtue of the authority vested in me as a deputy county clerk, by the laws of the state of Utah, from where I am hosting this ceremony, I now pronounce you Jason L. Scott and Rosario Española Guindap, husband and wife, legally and lawfully married. You may now blow each other kisses as husband and wife.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you to all of you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, here's what's going to happen next. I need to take a few minutes to finalize the certificate for this couple. I'm going to mute my camera and microphone while I do that. That's going to take a few minutes. While I'm doing that, everyone else, please continue to share your congratulations with this wonderful couple.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
That was supposed
Congratulations.
to be.
Awesome.
you.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, that was
Thank you.
wonderful.
Titanium ring.
You know,
Just send,
Thank you, Keith.
Jason and Ross, just send me your size and I will buy for your wedding ring.
Oh, we have a wedding.
Wow.
Great. Thank you, my dear brother. For anything else, I would like to thank you, Cyril and Shireen, for being with us, and to Jason's son, to Philip, to made it to be around also, and also to Alan for offering her place, and of course to Graham and to Keith as well, and to my brother, to my mom.
Congratulations.
You made our day so special.
Yes, very special.
Hope we will make more special in Philippines when you come back, Jason.
Yes, yes, I will.
Yeah.
And also to James and Nicole, Jason's stepson. Thank you for being with us on our special day.
I think anyone else is allowed to unmute. So anyone who's muted and wanted to say something, I think you have the power to unmute yourself at this point.
Oh, congratulations to the both of you. Welcome to the family, Rose.
Thank you so much, Sherry.
Hi, Nick. Thanks for coming.
Hi, Philip looks very handsome sitting back there, by the way.
Oh, thanks. You look beautiful too.
Oh, with
We
my,
have no
hang
picture.
on, I just realized.
Don't see you on video, Nicole.
Yeah.
You know, over the last 5, 6, 10 years that I've known Jason, I've been there with him at least a few times a week through the bad times, the good times, and everything else. And I always kept saying to him, never give up hope, because the woman that is right for you will be there. And there was times when he says, oh, I'm never going to find a woman. And I kept telling him, you hang in there, don't give up. I had my ups and downs, and I'd been through it a few times, and I kept giving him support and getting him going and do this and go there. And he said, should I go to the Philippines? And I says, go for it. She sounds like a wonderful woman. So
Yay.
Jason, congrats.
Congratulations to both of you.
Very, very happy for both of you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Cyril and
All
hi,
right.
Nicole.
Well, I hate to cut the celebration short, but I want to make sure we take care of the legal part of this.
Yep.
So I'm going to share my screen. We have gone completely digital with marriage licenses here in Utah County, and that's the game changer that lets us do these ceremonies by remote appearance, because nobody has to sign a piece of paper. We don't all have to be in the same room. So I've got an address here for you, Jason. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. My information in the middle here is good. Jason, what is today's date?
For me, it is Friday, the 18th of August, 2023.
All right, and Rose, what's the date for you?
It's August 18, 2023.
That is absolutely correct for both of you. Unfortunately, you didn't get married
Yeah.
in Australia or the Philippines. You got married in Utah, where it's still only the 17th. So here's what will happen.
Okay.
All of your documents will say 17 because Provo is not only where you got married, but when you got married. But what I recommend for the two of you is, and this is advice I give to many couples in your situation. On the 17th, you can go out to dinner and maybe celebrate your legal anniversary. And then on the 18th, you can take turns cooking each other breakfast in bed to celebrate
Yeah.
the morning.
So you got 2
Mhm.
anniversaries.
You'll have 2 anniversaries. And again, most people don't get married as early in the morning as it probably is in the Philippines and Australia, certainly not as early as it is in Saudi Arabia right now. What time is it there, Jose?
2:00 AM.
Yeah. And so when we do this around the world, we just learn to deal with all the different time zones. And again, lots of reasons to celebrate your union. All right,
Yeah.
Jose and Cyril, do I have your names spelled correctly and the way you'd like them to appear on the wedding certificate?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
All right. So your marriage license will have your name, where you're born, where you're currently living, and your ages. And then on the 17th of August in Provo, Utah, you were married. Your signatures, your witnesses' names, my information, everything on that look correct.
Yeah.